Hey guys, it's Sophie. Welcome back to my channel. And this video got delayed. I was going to film it last week, but then I got sick. So sorry that it's delayed, but I'm very excited to film it. So today I'm going to be testing all the new makeup I bought for fall time. And I don't know, I got like a mixture of face products, some eye products. I got like a good mixture, I'd say. And some of these I bought a couple weeks ago and some of these I bought 2 days ago. So I'm like really excited. So we're gonna start off with primer. And this is, I think it was viral anyway. I saw it all the time on social media, but the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. This was $10. I got it at Target. And I'm super excited to try this because I feel like I liked the idea of like the original one, you know, in the tube where it's like you scoop it out and you just like put on your face. I liked the idea of it, but I did not like how it applied and like the texture. I'm like a liquid girl, so I think this will be perfect for me, but you know, we'll see. It is very runny, like I'm pouring it on my face and I'm like, whoa. Okay, so let's see what this says. This says that it's lasting makeup grip and smooth finish. Okay, so it's supposed to just like smooth out my pores and make my makeup last a long time, which both sound amazing. So we're just gonna rub this in. I like the color of it. I feel like if like a face product isn't like clear, then I always need it to be like super light because I'm pale. So I like the color of it. There's not really a scent, which is good because I am very sensitive to scents. I feel like I'm a girly that has very big pores. Like my skin is just always breaking out. I have sensitive skin. It breaks out to everything. I get hormonal acne, so like every time of the month I will break out. So I feel like, I don't know if it really smooths my pores very much, but if it looks really good under makeup and lasts a really long time, that's what I really look for, because I don't know, I just don't have, I'm not blessed with good skin, so I don't know if it looks great yet, but we are going to apply makeup on top and then we'll see. So this one is an old school, like I used this in I think high school or middle school. It's the Revlon Color Stay, but they did the thing that L'Oreal did with True Match where they finally made it a pump, which is awesome because I loved both like L'Oreal True Match and the Revlon Color Stay when I was younger, but I didn't like that it wasn't a pump, so I stopped buying it. But I've heard that this is really good, and I got the one for normal dry skin. They also have a version that's for combination oily skin, but I have dry skin, so I bought this one. And 24-hour long wear. I'm not gonna be wearing this makeup for 24 hours. I'll probably wear it for like 8, but yes, let's see, what else does it say? Oh, it says there's SPF 20 in here. I didn't know that. That's awesome because it's like 90 degrees today. It's the end of September, so like we're getting those days where it's hot and then it's cold and then it's hot and then it's cold. Super annoying. All right, it claims 24-hour wear, natural finish, hydrates skin for 24 hours, improves skin quality, and oil-free. That's what it says on the back. So I'm just going to pump some on my hand. It's gonna take a while because it's new. I just pumped some on my hand. Maybe that was too much. I feel like my voice is kind of weird because I'm still like getting over a cold. So don't mind my like ugly voice. But we're just gonna rub this on. I'm kind of a girly where I like high coverage because I don't have good skin. But at the same time, I don't like how like cakey and thick high coverage makeup tends to feel. So I feel like maybe I'm like a medium wear kind of girly because I don't need it to be like super full coverage, but I need it to be like I can't do the skin tints, you know, like those don't have enough coverage for me. And I'd say this is, I think like a medium coverage, I'd say. I think it's like medium. And then of course we'll put concealer over top. But right now I'd say it's like a medium coverage. I think that's a good skin match. What shade did I do? I think I did the second to lightest shade. Or maybe the lightest shade. I don't know, it doesn't say on here, but I think the color match is really good for me. And if I get closer to it, I don't think it looks cakey, which is like big plus for me. You could still see my, maybe it's not medium coverage? I don't know. I just like have bad skin right now. So I feel like when you get sick, you get bad skin because you're just like laying in bed all day and like, yeah, my skin always tends to get worse when I'm sick, but I don't know. I like that it's not cakey I wish the coverage was like a little better, but besides that, I like it. It's a good color match. I believe it was, how expensive was this? This was $12.49, so that's not very expensive at all, which is good. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like with concealer and other makeup. So far, I'm just like mid on it, but I remember like really liking it when I was younger, so let's see. All right, I've been kind of on like a concealer kick of me like trying a bunch of concealers I haven't tried before, and this one is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. I heard Tati talking about it, so I thought I would give it a try. It was only $9.50, so it's not very expensive. I've heard it's really, really good for the under eyes. I haven't really heard people talk about like how good the coverage is on like spots and stuff, but I've heard for under eyes it's really good. And I got, what shade did I get? I got the shade Alabaster. I believe it was the second shade, because the first shade just looked like way too white, even for me. So I got the second shade, and this is what the doe foot applicator looks like. As you can see, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like curved a little bit. And I'm going to put this on under eyes. I have been using like a pink concealer before my actual concealer beforehand, and I feel like that helped, but I'm not doing that today because I want to see like how well this concealer is on its own, and then we'll see if it covers up my spots. I just realized I forgot to contour my face. I would normally contour my face first, but I forgot, so we'll have to contour my face after this. All right, I'm gonna use this little sponge that I got on Amazon. I love to use this little tiny sponge for concealer. And we're gonna do my under eyes. I always kind of like to let my concealer like sit on my spots for a little bit longer than the rest of my like my under eyes and stuff, because I don't know, I heard that if you let concealer sit on your spots longer that like they'll conceal better. So we're gonna do my chin last. Basically my chin is my problem area. It always has been. I don't really tend to break out anywhere else. I just break out like on my chin, my jaw, and under my nose. And yeah, it sucks because it's hormonal, or it's like I'm sensitive to something but I don't know what yet and I have to figure it out, and my skin is mean to me. But okay, so under the eyes, oh yeah, I think that does look pretty good. Is it too yellow tone for me? I don't know, I feel like most things are too yellow tone for me because I have like red undertones, but I think it looks pretty good under the eyes. I feel like it really brightened it up, especially for not having my pink concealer underneath it first, because I always do that first. And then normally I would like have contour and like kind of contour my nose a little bit, but I forgot. But we'll do it afterwards, it's not a big deal. So I did those first, and I put a little bit on my forehead just because I don't really know why I do it. I don't really have spots on my forehead. I just always put a little bit on my forehead. So now we're gonna start trying to conceal my spots. Okay, so I just finished blending in the concealer on my spots. Is it blurry? Focus on me. Okay, but I feel like it did a decent job. This one is like just not covering, but I feel like for the most part it did pretty good. For me, whenever I wear concealer, like even my favorite concealer, it still shows up a little bit just because I'm so pale. So like if I have any kind of dark spot or any kind of like scab, it's really hard to like not see it because my skin's so pale. So just like the color, what is it called? The discoloration is just always very noticeable on me. But I think it did a decent job. So as long as it lasts, I'll be happy. I did read that this concealer is better for like oily prone skin and not dry skin. So I don't know, we'll see about that. But I just really wanted to try it anyway, even if it's not like my perfect type. I don't know, let me read the back. Maybe whoever said that was wrong, but like it doesn't say on here like what skin type it's made for. It doesn't say like for all skin types either though. And even if what I read is correct, is true, I just tried it anyway, even though I have dry skin, but we'll see. So far, I don't mind it. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. Okay, so I just finished contouring my face. I didn't show that on camera because I'm using nothing new. And then I just put a little more concealer on my face because that's why I normally do contour first, is so I can use concealer and kind of blend out the contour better and not have such harsh lines, because contour on me, even if I get a light shade, Still shows up a lot because I'm super pale. So I did a little bit more concealer. All right, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm super excited about. I've been wanting to try this cream blush for at least like a year now. I don't know. This is the Honest Beauty cream blush. And I got it in the shade Rose. I think it's called Ravishing Rose or something. Or Rose Pink. It's called Rose Pink. And I got it at Target. It was $20, so it was a little expensive. I did swatch it and stuff. I'll do it again, why not? So here's a swatch. It's a cheek and a lip tint, so you can use it as like lipstick or blush. I'll probably show you both ways. So there it is swatched. It's just like a neutral pink shade. I think it's really pretty. And then I've heard Tati talk about it all the time, and I've heard other YouTubers talk about it, and I see it at Target, so I just was like, yeah, we're gonna try that. And then I believe Honest is Jessica Alba's brand, right? I believe so. She's an actress, and I really do like Jessica Alba. So I've just seen people take the bottom of their sponge and like dip it in here, and then they pat it on like that. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on here, and you see it on there. And then we're gonna just add it to the cheeks. I've actually never tried a cream blush. I've only tried like liquid blushes. And I feel like sometimes liquid blushes for me are just so pigmented and take forever to blend. Like, it's not that they're not pretty or anything. They just take a while to blend because they're so pigmented. And I'm not a patient person. So I feel like sometimes I don't like that, but it's never a bad thing if it's too pigmented. I'm just like impatient. But this is what it looks like after just like a little bit. You can see it's a little more pink. Whoop. I feel like I could do a little bit more, just because why not? I think it's pretty. And then normally I would like put a normal blush on top, just to like a powder blush, just to like set it. That's normally what I do. So that's after 2 coats. It's a lot more pink. I really like this because it's really easy to blend. I actually did way too freaking much there. Oopsie. You can get carried away with it though, just like I did right now. Darn it. But I'll blend it out and it'll be fine. But yeah, I think it's pretty. I think that side's all right. This side I went a little too carried away with, so let's blend it out. And I'm just blending it out with whatever is left from my foundation. That's what I do. Or sometimes I'll take my concealer one and blend it out as well. I kind of like to do both actually, now that I think about it. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, that's what it looks like after I blended it out. I actually feel like this one has a little bit more still. So I don't know, maybe there's some left and I can get some back on. I feel like with blush, it's always a, oh, I have too much. Oh, now I don't have enough. Oh, I have too much and I don't have enough. Like, that's how I always feel with blush. I feel like, is there a slight shimmer to it, or is that just my lighting? I didn't think it was. I thought it was more matte, but I'm seeing like a slight shimmer to it. I mean, I don't mind a shimmer, so that doesn't bother me. But some people, you know, don't like shimmers and stuff in their makeup because like it's harder to cover texture, which I totally understand because I have texture myself. But I guess I'd rather glow and have a little bit of texture than have no texture and no glow. So I don't know. So I do like this. I think it's much easier to work with than a liquid blush. It's a little expensive for a drugstore. Maybe it's more of a middle brand. I know it's sold at like drugstores, but I feel like the price tag is more like middle of the line. There's also a shade called like, I don't even know, I think it's like Peony Petals or something. I don't know, it's a really pretty shade, but I feel like that shade is lighter and brighter, so maybe I'll get it in like spring and summer, whereas I feel like this shade is just more muted and like better for fall and winter. There's also like a berry shade that would have been super pretty for fall and winter, but I feel like that shade would have looked too harsh on me. Like, I feel like I'm too pale for it. Maybe I'm not, but I feel like I would be. But the berry shade and the pink peony shade are kind of the two I was between before I settled on this one. But yes, I like this. This is my favorite thing I've used so far. Alright, so I just finished powdering my face and putting on chapstick off screen because nothing new there. But the next thing I want to use is this Rare Beauty highlighter. And I think that it is so, so beautiful. I can't get it open because I cut my nails down. But yeah, I think it is very beautiful. I got the shade Mesmerize It's kind of more of that pinky shade. I actually wanted the shade Enlighten, which is kind of like a more white highlight because I already have like a pink highlight, but every time I'd go to Sephora or online, that shade would never be in stock. So I finally was just like, you know what, we're just gonna get this shade because I want to try it and I want to try it now. Like, I don't want to wait anymore. So if that like whiter shade is ever like in my Sephora or like online, if I'm ever am buying something, maybe I'll get it in the future. But for now, we're gonna do this pinky shade, and this was $25. Again, that's like not super expensive, but I feel like I would never personally spend that much money. I had a gift card. My soon-to-be mother-in-law gave me a Sephora gift card, so that's why I ended up buying it. I just realized I forgot to bronze. So we're gonna bronze my face quick, put on some powder blush, and then we'll be at the highlight. And I'm using nothing new for that, so I'll be right back. My bad. All right, I actually didn't set my concealer yet. I always like to set my concealer with banana powder instead of like my other face powder, just because I feel like it's brightening. So this is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and then I'm just taking this little puff I got on Amazon, and then I'm just gonna tap it off a little bit. I just wanna see how well, because I feel like it looks pretty good right now when I didn't set it, so I wanna see if it still looks good with this once I set it, because I like always use this to set my under eyes. I actually do want to purchase like a pink setting powder. I haven't done it yet, but next makeup haul I'm getting a pink setting powder because I don't know, why not? Well, I feel like that would work well. So I think that this set really nicely with it. So yeah, I actually agree so far with the videos I've seen about this concealer where it is amazing. Oh my god, yes. I'm not even wearing my pink like under eye corrector either today. Wow, yes. This stuff is amazing for under the eye, and then it's kind of just like so-so for the face. That's how I feel so far. We'll see if it's creasing or anything at the end of the day. I don't think it's creasing right now. I think it looks pretty darn good right now. But yeah, just wanted to film me setting it because I always use this powder. So if it didn't work well with this powder, that would have been a problem. I just finished setting the Honest Beauty cream blush with my powder blush, and I feel like that looks really good. So that's also good. But now that we're done with all of my face stuff, we're finally moving on to highlight. I am so beyond excited. Let's actually swatch this baby. I haven't even swatched her yet. She's so beautiful, I don't want to touch her. But, oh, do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? That's stunning. Oh, Selena. Sis is saying, like, I love Selena, I love Rare Beauty, but unless I have a gift card, I just never tend to buy it because I'm so cheap. But like, beautiful. Let's just hope it looks that gorgeous on my face. So this is a little Morphe brush. I don't know which one, it doesn't say, but I always use this brush for my highlighter. We're just gonna dip into it a little bit, tap off the excess, and we're gonna put it on the high point of my cheekbone. Ooh, that's pretty. And then I've heard that what most people like about this is like, if I look straight on, right, you don't really see that like strip of light, but when you turn, you see it, which is what most people don't like about highlighter that I've seen on social media. They don't want that strip of light just looking head on. They only want it when they turn to the side. Whereas I'm a highlight girl, I love highlighter no matter what. So if I'm looking straight on and I see my highlighter, or if I'm turned, I don't really care. I like to see it all the time. So for me, that's cool because all my highlighters show when I'm looking straight on and when I'm turned, whereas this one only kind of like shows when I'm turned. But it is really pretty. I'm actually gonna put a little bit more on. I'm a highlight girl, okay? I like to glow. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on. But yeah, that's stunning. And I feel like if I would have got the white shade, or if I get it in the future, it's only gonna be like more blinding. So yeah, this is really pretty. I haven't bought a new highlighter in like 2 or 3 years because I just always use my Milani one. But this was definitely worth the purchase. Like, I understand why it's more money because it's fabulous. I'm just cheap. But love it. This and the blush gotta be like my favorite things I've tried so far. Like, they're just so beautiful. And I love a nose highlight. I have to have a nose highlight or I feel like my makeup is just like incomplete. And then I put a little bit above my brow bone. I don't really know why I do it. I've just seen people do it, so then I do it. But I also will probably put some underneath my brow bone later on. But so gorgeous. This is, I knew it would be, but it's so pretty. Hey guys, I'm back. So I did my brows off camera because nothing new there. But today I'm super excited to try my new ColourPop eyeshadow that I bought a few weeks ago. This is the Petals and Point or Pointe palette. And what kind of happened was a few weeks ago it was still like pretty summery out, and I feel like in fall I normally do like an orange eye or like browns, you know, kind of keep it more dark. But I already have like orange eye makeup and browns that I really like, so I didn't want to buy more just because like I have ones I like. But I did not have like a palette with like pinks in it that I really liked. So I decided to get a palette that had pinks in it because a month before I bought this palette, you know, the Barbie movie came out, and I just was like, I have like no pink eyeshadow that I like really like. So I decided to buy a palette where it has pink eyeshadows that I think I'll really like. So even though pink eyeshadow isn't like the vibe of fall, I'm gonna wear this today anyway because I haven't tried it yet and I really want to. And ColourPop is my favorite drugstore eyeshadow brand. My Nude Mood palette that I have by them I use pretty much every time I do my makeup. Like, I just love it so much. I also love the e.l.f. Bite Size palettes, but I do think these are better in my personal opinion. There is 9 shades in this and it was $14, I think. Let me double check. Yep, $14, so it's pretty affordable. The first row is like shimmers and a matte. It's a matte pink and then 2 shimmer shades. So I'll do a little swatch of that on my arm quick. I feel like you can't really see the swatches because my skin is so light, but that's that light matte pink, a white shimmer, and then like a pinky shimmer. That is like so hard to see. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but it is pretty. It's very light, so I feel like that base will be really good. Like that light pink could be a good base color for me, I think. I feel like that would match the color of my eyelid really well. So now we're gonna do the second row, which is like a matte gray, and then like a shimmery, like darker pink, and then like a darky pink matte. So yes, we're gonna do that row. I'm gonna try to swatch it. I'm not very good at swatches, so sorry about that. And I feel like I'm so pale too that it's hard to see light colors on me, but I am gonna try. Okay, so that is the second row swatch. There's that like matte gray, that shimmery pink, and like that darker pink. I think that row, whoop, I just dropped something. I think that row swatched better, and I loved the 2 pink colors. Like, they were gorgeous. I wish I would have had those 2 pinks when I went to the Barbie movie because I really like them. And then this last row, this could actually work. I think I'm gonna do a pink look today, but if I wanted to do like a fall look with this palette, I feel like you could easily do it with like the last row because they're like browns. So yeah, there's this kind of shimmery but not uber shimmery, like subtle shimmer, like light brown shade, and then this like neutral brown shimmer shade, and then this dark brown matte. It's like almost black. But yes, so I'm going to swatch that on my arm quick. So there's that last row swatched. I really like that row. I feel like I don't like the dark brown, almost black. I never use shades that dark normally, but it is really pretty. And if I were to do like a fall look with this palette and not my orange palettes that I have, I would use that shade or that row because I feel like if you could do orange or brown, like those are both very shade, like fall shades to me. But as I said earlier, I'm going to do a pink eyeshadow look today. Maybe I'll do like a fall look later on. I'm not sure though because I do have the e.l.f. Bite Size palette in the, what's it called? It's in the shade Pumpkin Pie. This is a great little quad if you want to do like orange eyes for the fall. It's really great. So I normally use that in the fall, or I'll use like those orangey colors in the Nude Mood palette. So I don't know. I could easily do that bottom row if I do a fall like makeup look one day, but I don't know if I will. We'll see. But I do really like how all those swatched. But today I'm just feeling pink and girly, so I hope you don't mind. So normally when I do my eyeshadow, I would do like an eyeshadow base setting, like primer, you know, but I'm not gonna do that today because I want to see how well these shades work on their own. And as I said earlier, I'm going to take this little base brush here and I'm going to dip it in the shade Lace Me Up, that like light pink matte. I think that'd be the perfect color for my lid just because I feel like it'll match my skin good. Yeah, that matches my skin good. So we're going to put this all over my lid as a base. Kitty, it keeps focusing on you. Like, it keeps focusing on my cat and not me. But I don't want to make him leave because that seems mean. So let's hope it starts focusing on me. There is like some fallout in the pan, but it's not bad. I don't see any fallout on my eye, so that's good. All right, so that is that color, that light pink matte, the shade Lace Me Up, as a base on my eyes. I really like that as a base on my eyes. I think that is very pretty. I also bought these eyeshadow like sponges on Amazon, so like you can brush off your eyeshadow. I actually got new ones because my other one was getting so dirty. No matter how much I cleaned it, it just was dirty. So I got a new one, and I like that it has this little thing in the middle because then you can check to see if anything's left over on it. And this is just on Amazon, so if you're curious, just type in makeup brush cleaner. I don't know, that's what I got, but I like it because it has this little middle piece. All right, for my crease color, I'm going to do this like darker pink matte, and I take this crease brush by Real Techniques, and again there's some fallout in the pan, but it's not bad. And then I'm just going to put it in my crease. I do not have a crease, so I have to kind of push it in and make one, but if you have a crease, it'll be easier for you than me. All right, that's what it looks like before I blend it in. It's actually not as dark as I thought it was gonna be, but I don't really mind that. I don't really care if I have like a super, oh my God, it's focusing on my cat. India, you might need to leave, buddy. Hi, baby. Sorry, kitty, I have to cover you up. All right. Sorry about that I wasn't in focus. But yeah, it's not like a super dark pink or anything, but again, I don't mind that. I just like if I have a crease because I don't have one, so I kind of have to use a darker shade to kind of make myself one. But that's really pretty. I feel like the star of this eyeshadow look is gonna be that pink shimmer shade. Like, I really do feel that. I put actually more pink on this side, so I'm gonna put some more on this side just to like even it out. All right, that seems more even, like with the amount of pink. And then I like to take this like angled brush, and then I like to dip it back into that crease color. This color is called Grand Finale. I like to dip it back in there, a little bit excess again. And then I just like to kind of take it to like the middle of my lid, and then I'll do the shimmer shade from the like inner corner to like the middle, just so they kind of meet in the middle. And yeah, I'm just going to do that and blend it out, and I'll be right back. So I just finished blending out that shade, and then I also put the shade Grand Finale on my like under my eye. And now we're gonna take my favorite part, which is the shimmer shade. I love shimmer shades. I could never own an all matte palette. Like, I need shimmer shades. I love them. All right, so this really pink shimmer shade is called Pink Ribbon, and it's swatched really beautifully, so I have a feeling it's gonna look really pretty on my eye. And I always use my finger for shimmer shades because I feel like it always works way better. So I'm going to go from like the inner corner and then like to the middle of my eye. Oh my goodness, do you guys see that? That is so pretty. What the heck, brah? Okay, I was right. That is like the star of the show. I think that is so beautiful. And I don't know if it's just because I love shimmer shades or because I wanted a color like this for the Barbie movie, but I love that. I love that so much. And then I just take my blending brush again, and I'm going to actually dip into Grand Finale one more time. And I'm just going to kind of blend out the middle because I don't want the middle to the end of the eye as shimmery as I want the front of the eye. So that's what it looks like once I do that. And then once I do this eye, the makeup look will be complete. But oh my goodness, I was so right. This shade, I feel like ColourPop, I mean, always has good eyeshadows, but I feel like their shimmers are really what look amazing all the time, and I feel like that's why I love ColourPop so much, because I do love shimmer shades so much. Like, I don't care about mattes as much, whereas some people, you know, they're all about the mattes. And I don't know if ColourPop has the best matte eyeshadow, like matte shadows, but I feel like they definitely have great pigment shades. So beautiful. That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, gonna go back into Grand Finale, and then we're going to just kind of blend out the middle, and then, yeah, that's pretty. Like that, ugh, this would have been perfect for the Barbie movie. I'm so happy with it. I think it looks great. And then those bottom brown shades will be really good for winter or fall. So this palette is just, so far it's awesome. Let's just hope it lasts. So I'm going to take this white shimmer shade. It is called Fluffed Tutu. And I'm going to take this little brush and I'm going to put it on like the inner corner. Yeah, that's pretty. It just gives it like a little something, which I like. And then I'm also going to put it under my brow bone. And then I'm going to do the same for the other eye. And then we will move on to mascara. And I have a new mascara to try today, which I'm super excited about. And it's still focusing on my cat. Dang it. I actually did move my cat to his cat tower, but he's sleeping on his cat tower now. He's happy as a lamb. Next, we're gonna do mascara, and this is a mascara that I saw everywhere a long time ago. I'm very late to it, but better than never, right? This is the Sky High Mascara by Maybelline. I've heard mixed reviews. This is some people's like holy grail, and then there's other people that like say it's clumpy and don't like it at all. And I am very interested to try it because the Maybelline Last Sensational is one of my favorite mascaras. I'm actually gonna buy it again next time and then put it against my new favorite, which is Telescopic. So I'm gonna do Telescopic versus Last Sensational next makeup video, because those are the two that I always say are my favorites, so we'll put them head to head. But last time I did a makeup video, I did my ColourPop, I forgot even got what it's called because I did not like it. I actually ended up throwing it away because I did not like it. But yes, I compared it to this, and I liked that idea of like comparing new mascaras to my favorite, and then my favorite to my favorite, just to really see if this is my favorite mascara, because my wedding's coming up. So I need to make sure that I am using the makeup that is the best, you know what I mean? So we're gonna do Sky High on my right eye, and we'll do my OG Telescopic on my left. So the Sky High Maybelline not foundation, oh my goodness, mascara retails for $13. That's a little expensive, but so is the Telescopic. The Telescopic is like the same price range. I believe the other Maybelline one I like, the Last Sensational, I believe that one's like $8 or $9, so it's a little cheaper. I also like the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. That one grew on me. By the time it like expired, I was sad to toss it because I didn't love it at first, but it grew on me, and that one's only $6. So if you're looking for like cheaper mascaras that I really like and recommend, I would do the Last Sensational or the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. And then if you don't mind spending a little bit more money, I recommend the Telescopic, and we'll see if I recommend this one. So first we're gonna do the Maybelline one. This one doesn't have, I don't know, really any curve to it, and it is a bigger wand. I feel like I like a brush or a wand that has a little bit of curve to it, but we shall see. And I have this little mirror here that I'm going to use to apply. Okay, so it's not clumpy as I'm applying it. So we shall see if I think it's clumpy, because I feel like the #1 issue I see with this foundation, like mascara, when I watch reviews of people who didn't like it, they say it's clumpy. And I just got mascara on my cheek. Darn it. Okay, I'll get that later, but I'll be right back once I'm done applying it. So I just finished applying the Sky High mascara to my right side. This is what they look like with the mascara versus my natural no mascara. And I had no issues applying it. I realized that I forgot to curl my lashes again. I did this last video too, where I forgot to curl my lashes. So, especially for not curling my lashes, I think they look pretty good. My only thing is, I just like wish the wand was like more curved and kind of skinnier. Like, I just like wands that shape better. And then the little bit that I got on my cheek came off right, like nice and easy with the Q-tips. So no issues with it really. I just wish I would have curled my lashes, and I wish that it was a different shape. But besides that, I do like it. So now we're gonna test it against my favorite, which is the OG Telescopic Mascara by L'Oreal, right? Yep, L'Oreal. And here's the wand of that one. As you can see, it is super skinny. There's a bit of a curve to it. And that is just like the shape I like. I think it's easier to work with. I think it kind of like extends it a bit more. But I don't know, we'll see. Maybe this side will look better than this side. We shall see. And I'm not gonna curl this side because that would be unfair to this side. But next time I wear it, I'm gonna curl my lashes. And next makeup video, I better remember to curl them or I'm gonna pull up my hair. So I'm gonna apply this and then I'll be right back. All right, here is the telescopic side. That is the Sky High Maybelline. That is the L'Oreal Telescopic. I feel like the telescopic one looks a little bit clumpier than the Sky High one, but I feel like that's just because this really makes my eyelashes longer. So I don't know, sometimes I feel like my lashes will stick together more, but that's just because they're getting longer or something. I don't really know why. I guess I don't mind a little bit more clump if my lashes are longer. And I feel like this side is a little more clumpy, but they look longer and like you notice them more than you notice this side. Whereas I feel like I would wear this side for like a natural like makeup day, whereas I'd wear this side when I want to wear more heavy duty makeup. So I don't know. I do think I still like my telescopic better. This is not bad by any means. But you guys let me know in the comments down below which side you think is better. Sky High, telescopic. So we're gonna move on to lipstick, and I have two of them to try today. The first one I'm gonna try today is a berry lipstick because my berry lipstick, I only had like a liquid lip one and it was expired and I don't like liquid lips anymore, so I wanted to get like a bullet berry lipstick. And I love the e.l.f. Eau Satin lipsticks. I have the other shade in Dirty Talk, which is like my natural, like love it so much. So I decided to get this like more berry shade in the shade Shameless, and these are $9. So I'll swatch it for you guys. That is the shade and I think it is stunning. So let's see what it looks like on my lips. I love this packaging. I think it's so sleek. And then it also is like magnet, so it won't come off, which is awesome. And then I love the shape of the bullet. I love this formula, at least in my shade Dirty Talk. So I'm really excited to try this. I honestly don't use lip liner. Maybe that's like controversial, but I normally don't. So I'm just gonna go straight in with it. And it is so easy to use. It's very creamy. And I'm going to stop talking now so I can get this on. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. Okay, very berry. It's kind of like a little bit brown. Is it a little bit brown? I don't know. I actually really like it. I feel like this is a darker berry than I would wear in the past, but I do really like it, and it was only $9. I love the formula of it, and I think this is gonna be a good shade for fall. If you like a darker berry, brownish, reddish shade, I don't even know. The more I look at it, the more I think it's like purplish, reddish brown. It's not like a true berry, but when I was trying to find like a true berry lipstick, I feel like every lipstick I saw was just like too purple. Like I don't want to like purple either. So I don't know. I feel like this is a good compromise of like all three colors coming together in one shade. And I feel like that makes my teeth look like white, which I love that because my teeth are not white, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's gonna be great for fall, good for winter. Ugh, love it. I'm kind of sad I have to wipe this off now because, as I said earlier, the Honest Beauty blush is also like a lip tint. It's a lip and cheek tint, and I thought that would go better with my eyeshadow today than this. So we are going to end it off with this lip color, but this is beautiful and I don't want to take it off. So I'll see you guys in a second. I did just realize because I wiped it off to try something else on, I won't be able to tell you guys like how long it wore, but I will say if it's anything like the other one that I have of this same line, if it's anything like the Dirty Talk lipstick, I will say this wears pretty dang good. Like I usually wear it to work, and I work like I'm a wedding DJ with my fiance, so like I wear it from like 3 p.m. until like 2 a.m. and I eat with it and everything, and you can still see it by the end of the night. Like not great, but it's still there. So if this Oh, geez. If Shameless has the same lasting power as Dirty Talk, I'll be very happy. It's not like a liquid lip, so it's not gonna like look perfect, but it still is like on there, if that makes sense. So I'm sorry I can't show you how well this is holding up, but if it's anything like the other one I have, I feel like it will hold up pretty good. But yeah, I can tell you how long this one's gonna last though, so that's good. I have actually never used a cream blush like lipstick duo before. I never have. So I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like on my lips and how long it's gonna last. I feel like I'm in like middle school again. You know when you had those little lip jars and you'd put your finger in it and then you'd put it on your lips? I'm always so used to using some kind of like tube and applicator. I haven't like applied lipstick this way in so long. It's kind of fun. All right, so here is the blush, that pink rose shade as a lipstick. And I actually do like it a lot. I feel like that would not be fun to apply when you're like out and about. Like if you have to reapply after dinner or something, that would not be fun to apply because you get your fingers all dirty. But it is very beautiful. I love it. And obviously it matches the blush perfectly, obviously. And I really like it. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I will do a wear test. And I think this lipstick goes a lot better with my eyes than the other one did, so that's why I decided to end it on this one. And the last thing I have to try is a setting spray. I did drop it earlier, so it's a little like bubbly. It's normally not bubbly, I just dropped it, so don't mind the little bubbles. But this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I believe that setting spray is like $30–40, where this one was $11, so you're saving some money. And I've seen so many TikToks say that this is like such a good dupe, so I really hope I like it. I got the original version. I believe there's a matte version and a dewy version, but I got the original. And we are just going to spray it. It comes with a little spray bottle. Let's see how the mist is. Okay, that's a pretty good mist. Ooh, that's a pretty good mist. And now we're just gonna apply it to my face. I like kind of a lot of setting spray. And the scent, barely any, thank goodness. The spray, the mist, I mean, you get a little damp, but it's pretty good. I'm also just going to press it in a little bit with my settings, or my setting spray, with my, oh my god, I can't speak, with my beauty blender, like I always do. And there we go. That is the makeup. So far, really like this. Gonna have to see how long it lasts. Let me see what time it is. It is, oh wow. I started doing my makeup at 3 and it is now 5:16. So I don't know how long this wear test is gonna be. Hopefully at least like 5 to 7 hours. So I will check back in with you guys at like 10, 11, midnight, right before I take it off. I'm also going to show you guys what it looks like in natural lighting. I think it looks really good right now. It looks, I mean, you can still see my spots a little bit, but I'm used to that, so I think it looks pretty good. So let's look at it in natural light. Okay guys, here's my makeup in natural lighting. Stunning. I think it looks great. The highlighter is very like natural, honestly. Maybe I should put on a little bit more, at least on my nose. I feel like I could use a little bit more on my nose. But besides that, love this freaking eyeshadow. Love it so much. And I love the lips. I mean, I love everything. So far, so good. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how it held up. Okay, before I do that, I just realized I have some new perfume. I was about to put perfume on, and then I was like, wait, I actually bought new perfume for once, so let's film it. I have not used new perfume since I was in like high school. I've always just used the cherry blossom scent because I'm sensitive to smells, so I've always been scared to like change my scent because I worry I get like a headache or something. But my sister and all of social media basically turned me on to these. I got 2 miniature sizes because I couldn't decide which one out of these 2 that I liked better, so I just bought 2 minis instead of 1 big one. And these are the Rio de Janeiro scents. This is the shade 40, and this one is Black Amber Plum, Vanilla Woods, and Prune Noir, Ambry, and Boise Vanillas. What? Okay, I feel like that's maybe in a different language. I think it's just black, amber plum, and vanilla woods. I feel so blonde now, I'm sorry. And then the 68 one is this like pink color. And this is Brazilian jasmine and pink dragon fruit. So, I don't know, I'm gonna do this like in the store, right? I just went like one on this side. Oh, it smells so good. It does, it smells so good. Oh, I love that. And then I did like another spray on my other wrist. And again, I think that's so delicious as well. I feel like this one is like that vanilla, right? That like woodsy, I wish you could smell it, but it's like that woodsy vanilla. And then this is more that like fruity, like sweet. So I feel like this would be really good for like summer and like spring. And then this shade, not this shade, this scent is like really good for like fall and winter. Like that's the vibes I get from it. But I do really like both. So I could see me spraying them no matter what season it is, just because I really like them. My boyfriend described it as this one is like more distinct and smells really good on its own. But when I spray it on me, it doesn't smell, like it doesn't fit.
Fiance.
What did I say?
You said boyfriend.
Oh, I actually said boyfriend, sorry honey. But yeah, so my fiance said that like this one is more distinct than this one and it smells good, but this one matches my like pheromones better. But he likes the scent of this one by itself better, and then he likes the scent of this one better on me. So I don't really know. I think I wore this one last time, so I think I'm gonna wear this one today. But I like them both a lot. They're a little spendy. So again, if I wouldn't have had that gift card, I don't think I would have bought them. So, but that's just me. So, because they're $24 each for a mini, and then I think the big bottle is like $38. And then I like to put some on my neck and then on my wrist, and then I do a little whoop, and I kind of just let it fall on top of me. So now I am done blabbing. I promise. But I just wanted to show you guys those really quick. I'm going to film a haul now, and that's probably last week's video. So if you haven't checked out my makeup haul yet, I also got more skincare and stuff. I got a lot more than what I showed you, but this is just the only stuff I'm testing out for you guys, or I haven't tried yet. I've tried most of the skincare out already. So yeah, gonna go film that haul, and I'll have it linked down below. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out, and then I will see you guys later tonight to do the wear test and tell you guys how it held up. But right now, so far, so good. Hey guys, so I'm about to go to bed, and this is what the makeup looks like, but it is quite late. It is 1:08, so I've had this makeup on for like 8 hours, and as you can see, my skin, like, I don't know, the foundation doesn't look the best, but I think the mascara still looks good, the eyeshadow looks good. Well, not like great, but it's still there. And then my lipstick's completely gone from dinner. So, I don't know, not the best wear test, but I didn't touch it up at all. So, yeah. I think my favorites today were the Rare Beauty highlighter, the Honest Beauty blush, and the eyeshadow palette. Those are like my 3 favorite things. And the primer. I did like the primer. So, overall, I liked everything, but those are like my favorites and the ones I'd recommend the most. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see the haul I filmed earlier tonight, I will link that down below for you, because there's more that I got than just what I showed you guys in this video. So yeah, and if you want to see any of my social medias, I will write them down below and link them down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!
You are always on my mind. Always on my mind, always on my mind, oh.